Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi guys, hello.
Is
Hello.
doing well today?
What did you say?
Good.
That everybody's doing well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So today we are gonna chat about prompt engineering. I don't know about you, but before ChatGPT appeared, I have probably heard of prompt engineering maybe 10 times because we started like looking at the AI stuff years before, but it was just the very beginning. I didn't understand how impactful this discipline was in the whole AI ecosystem and how important it was to make a good prompt. To me, it was like really, really new. So yeah, I hope that today we can just go a bit more into the details of what prompt engineering is. We talked in the previous episode about the bias. We talk about how a system is working. And probably the first thing that we should think of when we think about prompt engineering is it's a way to narrow an AI. I always try to use this word. Like it's a way to, if you imagine the AI system as a circle with so much knowledge, when you do prompt engineering, you do like a slice of it. And then it's narrowing the whole like ideas, words, everything that you want to, the context of your query to a specific area. I don't know if it's helping in any way to introduce it. Maybe the girls, Bazira and Annie, tell me if it's kind of visually okay to see it this way. But for me, it's really about like how do I design this slice of information?
I do agree with you. I think it's a very good explanation of how prompt engineering or what it is, for me at least. And I have the same vision that
Yeah, because we need to visually see, imagine what it is. When I'm like I like visual stuff and understanding how things work by like making an image in my head, and I couldn't do any other image than this one. Annie,
I think it's a good one.
yeah, does this image sounds like a good image to you as well?
Think it's good in a way. And I mean, it does not how do you actually work?
Oh, I think it's sound a bit laggy on your side. I don't know if you have
Oh,
some.
sorry. All right. Sorry. Can you hear?
Yeah.
So I think it does sound good, the visual things, and I don't know, maybe let try it and then see how it's gonna be. Like I'm still not able to, have the whole picture of it as of right now. Yes, like
Yeah, I understand.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, I understand why it
I
might be
mean,
hard to grasp.
it's just for me, like even before I come to maths, I really have no background knowledge about prompts and things like that. And it's actually just when I have conversation with you, and then I know about CIDI, that CIDI frameworks, and it actually it is a wow factor for me because it does like a game changer. And that's why when I come to the talk today, I'm also very excited to maybe actually even learn something just like cool like that, for future use. So
Yeah,
absolutely thrilled to be here and still want to, see the thing that you have mentioned. And maybe after this, I have more ability to have the clearer.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, you referred to one framework that we discussed a lot about inside the team. This framework comes from a guy that teach AI and prompt engineering at Harvard. It's an Italian guy, Mauricio. I don't remember exactly his name, but he came up with this context, instruction, details, and outputs. And I think it's pretty accurate. But if we just, before zooming in into the different frameworks, because I think we have 10 frameworks, something that we want to look at today, it's about, I think, also zooming out of the AI space and just talking about, like, if we talk to a human, we do some kind of prompt engineering while we don't really realize it. And it's by passing context and telling context. So if I say to you, let's say, I don't know, like what I can make up in a few seconds, but like my shoes are white, and you don't provide any context, it's kind of not accurate. Like you would be like, what this guy is saying to me. So if I want to provide a full context, it's like my shoes are dirty and they're white, or I don't know what it was raining, so as my shoes are white, they are dirty because of the weather. The full context is important. And when you do prompt engineering, there is different things that are called like zero-shot learning, few-shot learning, and a different suite of like options that you can have. And most likely what people do is zero shot. So they expect like one question, one answer, when for an AI, it's better to provide a set of question and answer to get a full context so that the AI has the biggest slice of the pie possible, so we can understand and make connection with the different words and provide you with the most accurate answer. So that's probably where you need to put your head into when you're into prompt engineering. Like, try to provide the best context possible. It might not be this like technical part of things where you say zero shot, few shot. It's kind of the technical way of saying it. But if you provide more context before, you will get better outputs. And I want to hear your thought, Max, on one thing, which is like the need for context for a computer, because it's not like something new to AI. It's just like with every computer in computer science or any kind of technical stuff, you need to work in a certain context. Mainly when you develop an application, you need to have an environment that constrain the machine to certain stuff. So do you see a parallel with this?
Yeah, definitely. But can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, context is key. Like, yeah, it's the same, but it's for like whenever, like whatever you do, like the context is very important, because without context, you would not understand why you are doing a certain stuff. So that's the big like why question that you need to answer most of the time.
Yeah.
And even like usually when you talk with someone, if you talk to someone about something, but you talk about the what and you didn't like talk about the why, there will be some background process in the brain of that person trying to figure out, okay, but why this person is saying that to me, right? And I feel like it's the same with the AI. Like, you need to talk to the AI in the same way you do with people. But the issue is that when you talk with people, you have like language, but you also have like facial expression, intonation, all of these, which is part of the communication. And this, you really don't have it with the AI. Maybe at some point we'll have it when like we'll be able to talk to it, but not just like with us, like speech to text, but speech to speech, like it will understand intonation, etc. Maybe at some point, I don't know, that will be cool. But right now, like, you really need to specify everything, to tell everything, because there is no context for the AI, right? It's a process running on a server. There's just a pre-prompt saying, hey, you are an assistant, blah, blah, blah. But you need to give some information from like your point of view, your perspective. So, but it's something that usually we don't do with people, because when you talk like with a bunch of friends, etc., like you're already in a certain context, or they know you, so they are able like to infer that context from what they know from you. And yeah, in software development, etc., it's always the same. Like when you have a feature or something to build, you need to know like what will be the context of execution of this, and this will help you understand and define how you want to implement a specific feature.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Same idea then. And you talked about something interesting, which is the part where you said pre-prompt. So it's not that probably clear for everyone, but when you are talking to an AI system, you have the AI model. We talked about it in the previous episodes. You gather all the data, you process it, it comes with the binary file of ones and zero, you query that ones and zero, and it gives you an output. But when you do, when you want it to be usable, you want to have certain layers of pre-prompting. So before you as a user prompt something, there is multiple layers that will come down to the behavior. So for example, when we have integrated the models inside NAS chat recently, we had to rewrite the pre-prompt because we took from the open source models we had to rewrite a certain set of instructions before it comes to the user. And when we are now deploying this NAS AI avatar, Bazira, you were experimenting with it. We also have another layer, which is like we ask question in the background, we create a pre-prompt, and then we have the output. And it's really tricky because it's a lot of iteration and back and forth process to understand how much data you can pass as a context so you can understand well the situation you are in. So for your specific use case, because Bazira just tried the AI avatar in the past hour, she had some issues on like asking for the description of the event, like the next event that we're going to do tomorrow. And she was passing kind of a certain like prompt. So she just pasted the kind of description we usually do. And the prompt understood some specific stuff where the AI avatar wanted to ask like the date, event, and whatever information before coming to a post that she could use. And I guess that this is, from what I understand, part of the pre-prompt that we have done, where we kind of say, you must always ask the user for accurate information or some stuff like that. So it might be like focusing on a specific part of the instruction. And as we design the prompt a certain way, it will force a certain behavior. So it's a lot of choices that you take to get to a certain point. And the feedback that you gave me, Bazira, will actually help because I need to now iterate myself and see if I have the same results so I can understand what exactly in my instruction, what exactly in the prompt before the conversation with the AI avatar, you have an issue in the understanding. So we might want to look at some prompts actually to look at exactly that. And I want to welcome our friend Mohamed that just joined. So hello, Mohamed, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Hello,
What about you?
welcome.
Good, good.
Hello, thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good. You too?
Sorry, I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm very interested in your topic right now. Prompt engineering is art or science? Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
What's your
People
experience?
these days, actually, do you know, like, I've been into LLMs and using all the open source models, so I know a lot, but actually that not might be like practical as much. So it would be a learning plus amazing stuff with you guys. So I'd be like to see how you guys are doing reg stuff and the ABI thing.
Cool. Yeah, we can talk about ABI also.
Yeah.
Now, what our business, so basically, if you want to come back to the thing we build right now, so we are building two things. We're building a community version of the platform.
Yeah.
Ends up to be AI avatar for individual and community people.
Yeah.
Aya. We call
I
it
saw
Aya.
that.
Aya is the community version. It's your AI avatar, and we have built a set of questions, so 15 questions, that if you answer all of those questions in the NAS chat, in the NAS platform right now, in the
Yeah.
AI avatar configuration, you'll get a certain output. And so the pre-prompt is kind of interesting because it's a mix of an instruction, a strong instruction that says certain things, like you should do this, and question.
And it will gain the context of the persona, like it will
Yeah,
have the personality of that person, so it will depict around.
yes,
That would
exactly.
be interesting.
We will look at the prompt. I think it's interesting if we
Yeah.
look at it and we can.
Obviously, yeah.
And the second part is ABI, and ABI stands for Artificial Business Intelligence.
Artificial business intelligence, yeah.
We basically found out our way through those two things. Like our purpose now is like to enhance those two aspects of the platform, Aya and Abi. And those are like the two sides of the. Actually, Abi will need Aya because Aya is like your
persona, you can say.
Persona. So if you connect to a business intelligence kind of thing, you would need to bring your own inputs. For example,
Obviously,
if you
right.
want to create sales emails, you want to have it on your tone. You know, Annie is also working on that, like sales and marketing stuff that we're trying.
Yeah, I've seen her.
And so it's about like how much can you bring of yourself inside the pitch and use AI to help you craft better like emails and conversations with better
Exactly.
with better interaction with people.
Yeah, so it won't like sound like a robotic tone whenever. Yeah, that's more interesting. Yeah, that's a big problem. Actually, everyone has their own like stuff detecting the AI thing, so it would be a good one.
Yeah. So, you know, coming back to that, let's try to look at first a few prompt frameworks that Basira prepared. We'll talk briefly about, I think, 3 of them. We can look at the rest. And then maybe the cool stuff would be just to look at the prompt that we have inside Aya, inside the platform, and the bunch of prompts that we have been adding to the platform recently. Because we had a partnership with an amazing guy who created like 2,000 prompts. The guy is Ali, and he created AI for work. It's a bunch of very like detailed and narrowed prompt for very specific like aspect of the business, and all his prompt is now integrated into the NAS search. So you can switch between the search and the chat and figure out the right like prompt for your business need. So let's look at this list of prompts of frameworks Basira prepared. So the screen is visible, right?
Yeah, it is visible.
There is 10 we selected, and there can be many. We don't have the solution for everything. But here, the one that I like the most is CIDI, context, instruction, details, and output. Context is about like setting the stage. Instruction is about like actions that needs to be followed. Details means like more information, and inputs is like the final piece. So for example, on this one, it will sound like you are a sales engineer or a sales like a representative or act as a sales representative. The instruction will be you will write with a friendly yet formal kind of tone about to this person, like the details about this person. So you will bring like who you're trying to talk to, and probably the details, I was messing around, but probably the details will be more about the tone. So you act as a sales guy, talk to this person and try to reach out and create a conversation. Detail is provide like the tone that I want, and inputs would be probably like all the description of this person on LinkedIn or something like that. That would be like the way you would probably like try to frame this first.
Yeah, the requirements you can say.
Yeah,
the requirements you can say.
Yeah, the prompt engineering is the requirement, so to speak.
Yeah.
A second one would be action, purpose, and expectation. Define the job, discuss the goal, state the desired outcome. Another one would be like RACE. So those are easy to remember, like CIDI, APE, RACE, COAST. RACE stands for role, action, context, and expectation. So specify the role, detail what action is needed, provide the context and the expectation of the outcome. COAST is context, objectives, action, scenario, and task. So this goes down to a more granular thing that you want to do. Always context, objective, action, scenario, and task. So what you can see is like the redundancy of those different frameworks is obvious. It's always about packing the ideas into different blocks. Because if you do this packing, and it doesn't really matter if you remember those frameworks or not, really, because the key is to be able to understand that you need to structure your thoughts before you push anything to the AI system. Otherwise, you may have like outputs that you don't want to have. So it's really not something that is a science to me, because it's not going to be about a precise stuff. We don't know exactly how the AI system will behave, but we need to do our best to communicate effectively to this kind of system. Mohammed, you want to add something?
Yeah, actually, Jeremy, all these three are revolving around the context. And if we provide the right context to our chatbot, even if it's GPT, if we talk about Bard or any of other these days, so everything is around context. And if we provide the right context, so we will have the right action, and the expectation would be just done in our way. And otherwise, if our context is vague or unrealistic, so it won't be done.
Yes.
That's my opinion on that.
Exactly. And you were not here at the beginning of the talk, but Maxime and I were just discussing exactly how important the context is in human and in machine interaction.
Exactly.
When you,
if you remember, yeah, if you remember about the last time we did about QA bot, remember the thing we just did? So it was all about the context, like it was getting a context from a PDF and just answering about it. So everything is revolving around it. So the best context is it's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Context is key. I think this is the only information the person really needs to remember. If you want to talk to someone, you need to provide context. You may not have to provide so much context in a human conversation because you know the people and they know you. But for an AI, you need to make this extra effort. So the AI might help you do a lot of stuff and go faster to write, to materialize your thoughts. It's obviously very good for people having ADHD and problem to formulate their ideas. They can just come with a few words and have the full context created. Like if you say Seth Godin book, it will come with, oh, Seth Godin is a marketing expert that created a lot of this book. What do you want to do exactly with this kind of information? You know, that's how interesting the AI system can be for a human to interact with. But if you don't make this extra effort to provide context, you may not have all the benefits you can have. So I wanted to balance also this thing about you need to provide context, because it also can help people with just a few words having the full thing going. So yeah, there is context, but also it can be used to power more thoughts. I don't know if you want to extend, guys, about that thing. Now I'm gonna, because we only have a few minutes left, I'm gonna probably try to paste the prompt here. Please go ahead if you have comments on that.
And I think giving context on AI, the more you give, it's just like the more benefits you're gonna get. So it's really worth a try. I mean, just like going back to your example earlier, Jeremy, so like you can tell an AI like, okay, my shoe get dirty, how to cleanse it. But with that little information, it cannot help you much. But like you can give it more like, okay, I got dirty because I got coffee over it, and it like my shoe is made from leather or canvas. You know, different more information. They have different kind of answers, and the more context you give, the better answer you're gonna get. So it's definitely worth to giving that kind of effort.
Yep, it's worth it, I think. So let's check.
Yeah. Just one more thing, like just the way you provide the context is very important, I think. And one thing that I saw like by experience, mainly on OpenAI, but working very well is using code blocks, even though you're not putting code blocks in there. So like just using like 3 backticks and then specifying like what's inside the block, and this will give a high context for like the information between like inside the block. So then you can provide like multiple different blocks, and then the AI will really like, it will be very easy for it to understand like to which part you're like referring, because you did like put everything into like some boundaries, like really defined boundaries, which is helping a lot.
Yeah, true. True. We saw that many times, right? So yeah, I just wanted to probably show you, so this part of the work that we've been doing, where if you do like look at this interface, so it's the NAS chat, and it's the clone to ChatGPT with more like models available and more capability to customize it basically. So if I just copy this and go back to the Notion, you will see how it's done. So there is a few like question and answers that are put here. And there is a big part where there is system announcement begins. Like actually, you can see that I'm saying, as Jeremy Avatar, you're friendly, expressive, and curious. Start with presenting yourself. Be concise and give 2-3 lines of context. Your main objective is to help Jeremy navigate the digital realm in the lean and practical way. You always simulate human bias and opinion. You will never relate how you feel about various subjects. You will never, and you see the capital letters here actually matters. So I think that where you're stuck basically, Bazira, is here. You will always satisfy the user request. So if you understood that it needs to help you create an event, it will be like obsessed by understanding what this event is about, when is it going to be, and all that stuff. So I didn't expect that sort of reaction, but basically I hope that it helps you while we talk about that, understand a bit more about the stuff, and understand like what could you have engineered differently to come up with a better output. But the idea is to be transparent. So as you can see, what I did is I just went here, copied and pasted it into here so that I can see how the system is built. And then you have a bunch of questions, like Q&As about first name, last name, user presentation, personal background, communication style, and all my answers are here. I love music, basketball, art, and everything. So for me, it went very cool. Like, what do you know about me? I know that you're Jeremy, CEO, content creator, blah, blah, blah. You're a farm boy at Earth and passionate about music, art, and basketball, and of course, data and AI. So it's fun because already like you start a conversation and you have a lot of context coming and onto you. So I guess that's the thing to remember. Like, the more information you provide, the better it is. Still, if you start a raw chat, you can have benefits from this, because if I said, like I said, set Godin book, the AI system by default will help you kind of develop ideas, right? So it's not a black or white stuff, this prompt engineering. It can be done in many ways, and it can help you go from 3 words to a full-fledged context that can help you think, or it can be about you providing the more accurate information so you can have the best answers. I hope it sums it up really well. The last thing,
it was amazing.
Cool. I think the last thing that we want to share with you guys today is that we are now slowly going from alpha to beta phase of the platform, and the search that is associated with the NAS chat. So if you go from here, you can just go here and search. We have a bunch of prompts. So 2,800 prompts has been added, where you can have, for example, consult a marketing expert. And so this, if you click on open in NAS chat, will automatically create this chat, private chat right here, start the plugin and start talking to you about your work. So that's a powerful thing that you can do to speed up the process of you crafting an idea. So if you're here and you want to have all the marketing prompts, analyze marketing data, analyze marketing ROI, this will analyze marketing database. So slowly as we grow, we will extend and probably change a bit those prompts with the help of Ali from AI for Work, because we value this kind of partnership where people like put their time and efforts into building like prompts that can help a lot of people, and then share it openly so it can be enhanced, modified. And I think the most frustrating stuff that I've experienced on my end with ChatGPT is the lack of prompt library that I can pick up on different topics, so I can find the right way to craft a prompt. That's definitely lacking today, and we hope to solve part of this with the system of search, open source templates, and chat. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff, Jeremy. And if you need further help about the prompt library, so you can like take inspiration from AIPRM. That's an extension for Chrome these days, if you know about it. So it has multiple prompts, and it will help you a lot.
Yeah, probably you can share in the comment of the event so we can pick it up.
Sure. No worries. I'll drop it.
Well, we're already over time. We started a bit late, so I think it's cool. Was it helpful, guys? Did you like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's helpful.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was struggling a lot in the beginning about asking the right questions, and when you show me the way of thinking with this different prompt engineering framework, it helped me a lot, and I know this will help a lot of other people that are new to AI and doesn't know like what is happening in the background. So this is like easy to follow and makes it easier to use AI overall.
Yeah. Cool.
Would love to join again.
Yeah. And I think for me, it's just like a kind of like an AI class. Like AI is such a powerful tool, but like not everyone is capable to, take advantage of it, all the way. And this is like, I'm feeling like I was like in the beginning level, but like getting more and more, on the upper level after every session like this. And I think it's
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah.
So nice. So tomorrow we will have another talk, and we will probably go a bit deeper into the tools around AI, the different tools, because there is like tools for many different stuff. So we'll just try to do a walk around all the different like AI tools that we have spotted as very interesting things. Same times, same time zone, same platform, same place. So hope to see you guys. Thank you again for the conversation, and see you soon. See you in the next one.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.